Hello, everybody. This is Mike Pucciarelli, and today I want to talk about a new set of filters I create that deal with infrared photography. Infrared photography is when you deal with wavelengths that, it's a whole, you know, it started to take storm and it's advancing. There's many ways you can do infrared. You could have your camera converted. You could buy the Hoya IR72 filter. But today I'll be talking about some filters that I created to help with infrared photography. And I'll run them and I'll talk about them. So basically, this infrared filter, where where we zero out the output channel red to zero, and if we do blue, we zero out, and then the green, I want to leave alone. But there's other ways to work with green. And this is a levels adjustment where I'm gonna basically I do a levels adjustment, right? So I'm talking about the bottom sliders here. Drag the shadows all the way to the right, or as much as you can. And so this is where, if you want to just use, a hue, or if you want to get fancy and use, luminosity color. So there's all types of blend modes to get the effect that you like. And that's all this top layer is. So this is, I like to use inverse for opposite, where this is where I decided to play around with the green. You notice that the red and the blue are equal, and it's half of green. Now, if I go to red, where this time I set the red to 100, but I zero out the blue, and I go to blue, set the blue out, and all the other, the red, green, and the zero. And I do the same thing where I decided to use color, but I could use any blend mode that I choose. And this is where the blue, I'm doing the opposite, where in traditional, you zero out the output channel. This case, I'm just plussing out the output channel and zeroing out the other channels. And I do the same thing. The other channels are zero. And I decided to leave the green alone. And again, the luminosity, I could change the blend mode to something else. Now I'm going to talk about some other. This is if you want to affect the highlights and shadows. And it's just a simple, action where the mid-tones are all zero, but if you click on the shadows, we're increasing the shadows by 10. We're decreasing the highlights by 10. So both numbers are the same, but there's only a plus and a negative. I'm going to do the same thing where the midtones is 0, the shadows we're increasing it by 20, and the highlights we're decreasing it by 20. But we always want to start with the midtone 0. And the same thing where only this time, shadows, the midtones is 0, the shadows are 30, the highlights are -30. And I'm just using the same number, but I always want to decrease the highlights and increase the shadows. And I did it by 40, the same thing. Midtones, red, green, blue are 0, but if you look at the shadows, I'm increasing by the yellow by 40. I'm always working the yellow channel in this, on all these highlight and shadows. And the highlights I'm decreasing. So basically, if you want to work with the highlights in this way, you want to work with the color yellow. I like this as a nice, cool background where maybe, I could just do a levels and I could just change it to a lot you can do here. Same thing, this is by 50. And again, the midtones are all 0 for all 3 colors, but I want to increase the yellow by 50 for the shadow. For the highlights, you want to decrease it by 50. So basically, the highlights and shadows are using the same number, but the highlights you always want to decrease, but the shadows you always want to increase. And you want to make sure the numbers are the same. And for these, affecting the highlight shadows, we're only concerned about the yellow channel. The last one I want to talk about, where green could be a tricky color to work with, but I like to work with the color last, and that's why I have a green of 33, but the red and blue are this, 50, they're even. And the output red is 0, and the output of blue is 0. And then this, it's the same thing idea where you just take the shadow, you just move the highlights the opposite direction. Really, it's this thing. It's the bottom slider. It already did that. Make it a cool infrared type, but you can always, a lot of times I like to use hue or divide, and just depending on what you want to do. I'm going to do another levels adjustment where I'm working with the bottom sliders. I drag the shadows all the way to the right as much as you can. I'm going to drive the highlight all the way to the left. Now, I like to maybe use hue or color or luminosity. And these color blend modes work well. They all work well. You can do overlay. So a lot you can do depending on the effect that you like. So I'm going to do a new screen share. So I'm the creator of Still Life and Landscape, Michael Pucciarelli, and I have several playlists. And this will be posted in a land photography information since we're doing with infrared. So I'm starting to learn infrared. I'm trying to learn it well, but I decided to share some action. So the recording will be posted in this playlist right here. And if you like this information, I have plenty of information on equipment, light painting, black plexiglass, Adobe software, black plexiglass, and also landscape. Maybe consider liking and subscribing. Thank you for letting me give this short webinar.